welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. We are going to make this thank you card today. Today I challenged myself to do a card in colors I don't normally do, or in kind of non-traditional colors. Now I usually use the bright colors, the pinks, the purples, things like that. So today I've used Night of Navy and Misty Moonlight to create this card. I have used the stamps from the Artistically Inked set, along with the dies in the art called the Artistic Dies. I've also used the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. So I've already stamped and cut everything out so that we don't have to do that in the video. So we've got the stamp and the die that goes with it, and I did this large flower in the Night of Navy. And in the center of the large flower, I took the smaller flower and I just stamped twice with the Misty Moonlight just to fill the middle in. These small flowers are done with the Misty Moonlight, and the leaves are also done with the Misty Moonlight. I'll just take those pieces off. And then I used the thanks in Night of Navy. And I cut the thanks out with the Stitched So Sweetly scalloped edge die, and I used the larger of the two dies to cut out kind of the centerpiece. So let's go through how I built this. Let's just put everything off to the side. So I've got a basic white card base, and I've got a piece of basic white in 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. So I'll just tuck this up here so that it's available for the whole video, so you don't have to scramble to write it down. And this is a piece of Misty Moonlight that I've cut out with that larger rectangle, the Stitch So Sweetly rectangle die. And on this card, I didn't run it through the Tasteful Textile embossing folder, but I thought it looked a little bit plain in the background. So I've actually run both the 3 5/8 by 4 7/8 piece of basic white and the die cut Misty Moonlight, both through the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. So with this, I can start adhering these down, and these two pieces are flat mounted. So this one doesn't center exactly. The side margins are just a little bit wider than the top and bottom margins, so you just line it up as best you can. And then with this one, I kind of centered it in the top of this, the 3 5/8 by 4 7/8 piece. And it's centered so it's equal around the sides and the top, and it will be a larger gap at the bottom, and that's to accommodate the thanks at the bottom. So I dimensionalized the oh, lost my dimensionals. I indeed have run out of dimensionals. Just one moment. I'll get a new pack of dimensionals out. There we go. You think you're all prepped for the video, and then you don't have any dimensionals. So I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of the large flower, and I'm going to adhere it to the card. And I have put it this way up, kind of. I've overlapped, I've gone off the edge here and just kind of placed it down like that. And then the leaves are also dimensionalized, and so is the greeting. And I'm actually going to put the greeting on next because the leaves do overlap it. So it's easier if I do this first. When I put the card together, I actually did this thanks piece last, and I had to wiggle it just a little bit to get it sorted out. But I'm going to line this up at the bottom. It's actually off of everything at the edges, just to kind of bring that eye to the full kind of width of the card, or length of the card. So I'll now put dimensionals on the back of the leaves, and we'll start building this. I've got one set of leaves coming out of the top here, just like that. And then again, not confining everything to the inside of the Misty Moonlight piece. And then this one is off to the side, but not completely off the card, so just like that. And then I can put this one so it overlaps the greeting. And it just depends how you feel about things, where you put these when you're placing them. So I think I'm going to put that one there because I want to kind of bring the eye out a little bit. So with these little flowers that I have cut out, I've flat mounted these. I wanted them to be just kind of a detail in the background. So I've just placed them kind of around the back, almost like a little, just a little bouquet in behind kind of thing. I'll pick that up and it can just overlap just a little bit. And then we'll do one more like that. And they can come in just like this. There we go. So when I got to this point with this card, I thought this is really lovely. I like this. It just needs a little something something. So I pulled out my holiday rhinestone collection and used the blue rhinestones. Just pick them up with my take your pick tool and just place them wherever I thought there was a bit of a gap that I thought would need just that little bit of attention. And so on this one, instead of putting this up against the edge here, I'm just going to pop it in the middle like that. And then I just, again, wherever I think I need one, I'm just popping one down. I think I used 6 of these little rhinestones on this one. So I'm going to put one up here. Again, it's just something to draw the eye, so you're actually seeing the whole card. And that is a thank you card done in the Night of Navy and the Misty Moonlight using the Artistically Inked stamp set and the artistic dies, as well as the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder and the Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.